Welcome back to Tuggerah Sporting Complex. We have a game here featuring between the Sydney METS and the Southern Rebels, one of the new regions that have been transformed. We have a game here between the under-16 girls. Should be a good clash between two Sydney base sides. Nice defence there by the Sydney METS, but we have a penalty to the Sydney Rebels. We are starting to get to the crunch time of the tournament. This should be the last round of the 16 girls. Then we'll move on to some semi-finals very shortly. So stay tuned for some good touch football. Nice dive there by the 37 in Bruce. And we have the first try to the Sydney Rebels. We do not have the 27, I do apologise for that, but a nice first try to the Sydney Rebels, who start strong. Great start there by the Sydney Rebels, and let's see if the METS have got a reply. Pushing forward with a buddy there. Return ball back to Bruce. This is Bruce and Bonner working together over in the corner. Shifts it away for a nice Cindy play coming here with Graham Whittle. Graham Whittle with the ball, inside ball, back to Whittle. Bad luck, nice enterprise play there by the Sydney METS. We've got the Southern Rebels working off their line hard here. They've got to come straight to their box. Drive forward, nice defence there by Graham Whittle. Oh, a little bit physical there, but referees say play on. Stop the momentum of the Southern Rebels. Lost a bit of momentum. Nice shooting there by Graham Whittle. Sydney Rebels a little bit lost, but a nice drive there. Strike dump. Scoop in the last. This is Byrne. And referees found a late pass there in the play. Not a bad finish to the end of that set. They got a little bit stuck towards their box. You have the METS working off the line here. Nice direct play. There's Graham Whittle with the ball heading towards their box. This is a nice drive coming on in the middle. Once again, a bit hard to see the numbers with the white. We have Byrne here with the ball. Scooping through. This is St. John. St. John could not find Byrne again, trailing through the same hole. Once again, we have the Sydney Rebels working off the line. They'll come direct to the box again. This is a little bit better flow, but unfortunately the winger was looking to go to dummy half and wasn't expecting the ball, but the METS jump on it early. This is Hurley through the middle. Onto Hardy. Hurley, long ball out to the winger. Unfortunately, Parsonage just wasn't wide enough on that ball, but good vision there by Hurley. Once again, Southern Rebels working off the line. Opening the field, direct to the middle. Looks like they're going to go a direct set away from the box. This is better by the Sydney Rebels. This is 27. Unfortunately, we do not have that name again. Sorry. It's 23. Nice scoop to the short side. Play through. No, it's called back by the referee. That would be dummy half court. We have the Sydney METS going to work off their line with Martin. Martin driving the ball forward. Onto Bowery. And a little fumble in the ruck there by Barnett. Good chance here for the Sydney Rebels. Nice possession of the field. Like to see him go direct, get on the 7 first before they try to run an expensive play. Have the 23 here. Looking for a rooster play with the wraparound. Play short side, but unfortunately just could not control the ball. Once again, we've got the Sydney METS working off their own line. This is Martin with the ball. That's a nice direct play there by 11. Carmody. Nice eyes, dishes off. But unfortunately, they've got something in the ruck again. 7 on. So the Sydney METS, the coaching staff, will not be happy with that one. Players with 7 on the field. Gives a cheap turnover to the Sydney Rebels again. The Southern Rebels working forward. It's 23 and the 27. I do not have their numbers, but they look like they're a pair that will work together. Driving the ball forward. This is onto the 8, McKinnon. McKinnon again with the 12. This is Parsonage with the ball. McKinnon drives. Brookfield down for Parsonage. Unfortunately, just the ball was dropped. We have the Sydney METS working off their line again. Direct to their box. This is nice flow. Nice inside ball. Back to Bruce. Once again, a nice latch play there by Carmody. Carmody working the ball forward. This is the 13. Maleka passes the ball off. They've got an overlap, but well defended by the winger. We've got a late call back here. I think we've got a missed touch, and the player called the touch, but unfortunately the referee believes it was a phantom call. So the player could be sent to the other end, and yes, we have that. So the METS will have at least 2 attacking sets with the ball here. And this is Maleka with the ball. Swept with Maleka working well together. And once again, we have another penalty. So that's 2 penalties for the Southern Rebels. If they have one more, they could be defending with 4 players. Sydney METS with a strike done. Maleka on the out. And I think the ball is down. Yes, referee has called play on. The ball was down before the touch was affected. We have a try to the Sydney METS to Maleka. And the Southern Rebels will still have a player sent to the other end. So Sydney METS will still get another chance with 1 player down for the opposition. Let's see what the Southern Rebels have got with only 5 players on the field. Actually, they've got 6 players on the field, and the referees have not picked it up. They're playing with their 6 players, so technically there is actually 7 players on the field. And it looks like they're going to set it up for the score in the corner. And unfortunately, there is 7 players on the field, and the referees have not picked this up. We could call this back. The Sydney Rebels sent 6 players on the field for the tap-off. And they've called the try does not count. They're going to bring this back. The coach is not really happy, but the referees did not notice that Rebels had 6 on the field for the tap-off. So technically that is 7 because they got 1 sent to the other end. So they've turned the ball over, and Sydney METS working the ball forward. A little bit of a debacle there, we do apologise, but play on is the call. This is Graham Whittle. Dishes the ball out to St John. St John with the ball, and this is McKinnon at half. Back to St John. Passes the ball out to Parsonage.
Ask the video person. We didn't even have 6 on. Did that not count?
This is Southern Rebels working forward. The coaches are asking for the video replay on the 7 on the field. And they've brought the player back on. So now Southern Rebels will be back to 6 on the field. And we can move on with this game. We have the Sydney METS working the ball forward with Graham Whittle. Once again, the latch play. This is Bono driving the ball forward into the middle with Swemp. What have we got here? The referees, I think, have called 7 on again. Could be just a 4 pass off the ruck. So the Southern Rebels will have, no, it's 7 on again, so that's twice by the Sydney METS. Southern Rebels will have good field position, working the ball forward. Like to see them go direct. They're going to come to their box and get shut down here. They have not made any ground yet. They have to go direct. Southern Rebels working the ball forward. Dishes the ball off to the 4. This is Brookfield. Brookfield at half. Dishes it back to Parsonage. Back to the 26. Unfortunately, not a number again. This is Parsonage going through at half. Passes the ball off but could not find her target. Good end of the set there by the Southern Rebels. This is Boner working the ball forwards. Nice drive there by the Sydney METS. At halfway on 2 with Barnett. Passes the ball off. Nice latch play. Looking for Maleka out wide here with Graham Whittle. Dishes the ball off to Bowery. Back to Maleka. They got an overlap out wide. Could not find the target with Doolan Dallum. We're just trying to fix some numbers up here to help with the commentary, which would help us. We've got the Mets working the ball forward here. This is Graham with them. We've got the good chance here for the Sydney Mets. This is Bowery with the ball. A little slip in the play, but play on Maleka with the ball. This is Carmody. Carmody, Bowery off to Maleka. Looking for Graham Whittle at half. On the sweep, Graham Whittle got a sweep. Maleka to Graham Whittle. Graham Whittle got a dive. A good defence, good tight defence there by the Southern Rebels. Maleka and Graham Whittle look like they will be working together. Right, back to Graham Whittle, got the overlap and dives. I think the ball is down, and yes it is. Play on's a call, and the ball is down first before the touch is affected. Once again, Graham Whittle, we'll see that name pretty common today, I believe. Graham Whittle, there is a Graham Whittle playing in the 18s boys that we'll see later on today as well. We have the Southern Rebels. We have fixed some of our numbers up, and this is Hurley with the ball. Hurley at half. Long ball out to the winger. McKinnon. The ball is pulled back. And this will be Hurley with the ball again. Hurley. Oh, the link swept around the wrong way. Didn't read the play. Lack of communication. Hurley with the ball again. Hurley run a quickie play, and once again, last play, good strike. Strong tight defence here by the Mets. Hurley long ball out to the winger. And this is McKinnon in the corner. And just a nothing play, but the Southern Rebels are over with McKinnon in the corner. I think the Mets lost where her winger was. This is a good, strong game at the moment. Tight between two counterparts that always have a good tussle. We've got the Mets moving the ball forward with Barnett. Barnett and Bruce working together over there in the corner. Dishes the ball off to Fahir. And this is Maleka. Maleka returns the ball for the sweep. This is Carmody coming around. Just play breaks down. This is Fahir. Maleka again. This is Carmody with the ball. Back to Maleka. Looking for a strike dump. Sweeper coming late. This is Barnett with a dive. The referees are going to have a convene and Ball is down, so the Southern Rebels will work the ball off their own line. It's good flow here by the Southern Rebels. Good start to their set. They will work the ball off. We have 9 there in fuzz. That's Parsonage with the ball. Brookfield working forward at half. Back to Parsonage. Not a bad set, completed set. The Mets will have to work from their own line. A little bit under 10 minutes to go on the clock. We have 2 apiece. Nice tight game between Southern Rebels and the Sydney Mets. Southern Rebels need to go more direct on their first 2 plays. This is a little bit better. Passes the ball off to Finau. This is Parsonage. Good drive there by Parsonage. Back to Brookfield. Last play. Parsonage and Brookfield working together. Unfortunately couldn't find a strike play in the last play, and that's a set of 6. But good field position there for the Southern Rebels. Sydney Mets will have to work off their own line. Going forward, drive. Graham Whittle with the ball. Mets are going direct. Nice set here. Graham Whittle at half. This is Barnett. Onto Browery. Graham Whittle from half. Scooping through. Looking for a player. She's through. No, she's not. Good defense there by Parsonage again. Southern Rebels working off their line, looking to come towards their box. Fatigue starting to set in. They're looking towards their box straight away. Parsonage with the ball. Nice drive at halfway on 3. Dishes the ball out to St. John. St. John down for the 11, which is Byrne. Byrne driving, and that's set of 6 early. Southern Rebels just didn't have the flow on the end of that set of 6. Bowery dishes the ball off to Martin. Martin off to Bruce. Graham Whittle back to Bruce. Latch play coming on here with Bonner. Bonner to Maleka. A dummy rooster play. This is Carmody. Out to the winger. Play on, says the referee. The ball's still alive. Back to Maleka, and we have a late pass. Unfortunately, just couldn't get the ball away early enough. Southern Rebels are calling for fresh legs. Getting towards the end of the game. They roll the ball. Driving forward once again, coming directly to the box. They need to go direct on that play. And drive 2. This is better. Oh, a little bit physical there with Carmody. And also Byrne in the ruck. Play on. This is the 13. This is Janeja. Play on with the 27 Hurley, and that's a set of 6 finished. Once again, good field possession there by the Southern Rebels. The Mets have got to work off their own line. This will be Boner. Nice latch play. That's the 3rd nice run that I've seen there by Barnett off the latch. This is with Bowery. Driving the ball forward. Graham Whittle. Graham Whittle down the short side. Long ball to the winger in the corner. And that would be Dooley Dunham. Once again, another nice completed set. So it's been end-to-end this second part of the game, and might only take 1 try to crack this deadlock. Play not quite straight, but play on, says the referee. The Southern Rebels are going direct on this set. Much better here by the Southern Rebels. Good eyes there. Must have been a forward pass in the ruck. Unlucky for Hurley. Good field possession here for the Sydney Mets. See if they can capitalise. Here we go. Barnett working the ball forward to Graham Whittle. We have Dual Dunham at half. This is Bonner. Off to Schwepp. Strike dump there by Martin with a Cindy play to the short sweeper side. Play on. Touch 5 comes. This is Burns with the ball and unlucky. That's the final play. Once again, end-to-end touch football here. 2-2 still. With about 5 minutes remaining on the clock. Southern Rebels working the ball forward. This is a better set. Touch 2 a little bit close to the sideline, but play on. This is Parsonage working the ball forward. And that is Brookfield. Play on for last for Parsonage. Play on. Just play broke down. Listening to the coach on the sideline, he's just saying we just can't get to the strike dump on that last play, which is true. They're just losing their flow, the Southern Rebels. But this is better defence. Pressing up hard here is the winger. 22, I don't believe we have either. But good turnover here for the Southern Rebels. So they've got a good chance to break this deadlock. They've got to get to the 7, but unlucky, a coach killer. Parsonage turns it over on the first play. And Sydney Met's going direct. It's been a good straight direct drive by Barnett. This is Maleka again. Carmody with the ball. Maleka with the ball now from half. Scooping, finds short ball, and that breaks the deadlock. And Barry's over for a little M2 play. Sydney Met's hit the lead, 3-1. With a little over 3 minutes to go, can the Southern Rebels hit back here? Touch 1. We have there is Byrne driving the ball forward. Dishes the ball off to St. John. This is Junaja off to Byrne. Unfortunately, a forward pass off the ruck. All the Sydney Mets need to do now is complete the ball up the other end. Don't turn the ball over cheap. This is Graham Whittle driving the ball forward. Physical touch there for Bonner. This is a better set. Strike dump down for Graham Whittle. Graham Whittle will scoop. Play on his... very short 7 there, but referee says made the 7 metres, and that is touch 6. The Southern Rebels do not have much time to waste. They come in direct to the box again. Good defence there by Dool and Dunham. And a forward pass off the ruck. So that doesn't help the chances of the Southern Rebels to tie this game up. Only a couple of minutes left on the clock. Can the Sydney Mets seal this game? They must go forward, get on the 7 first. Got to go forward. Do not waste too many touches. They've got to sweep a play here for Graham Whittle. Graham Whittle with the ball, steps back. We've got Fahir at half, working with Graham Whittle. Graham Whittle dishes off to Burns. Burns back down to Graham Whittle. We've got Fahir on the sweep. Short side play for Graham Whittle, and that's a set of 6, but that's fine. It's down the other end. They've got to work hard in defence here. Southern Rebels do not have long to go. Nice direct set. Good on touch 1. Touch 2. Dishes to the ball. There's good eyes. Much better set. Touch 3. Working the ball, but just once again, cheap turnover. Little 1%ers must complete your sets in game. And the Sydney Mets, if they control the ball here, this would nearly call the game. But there it is. Another coach killer for the day. They dropped the ball straight away, and we've got the Southern Rebels with not long to go on the clock, but they have a chance. We have 27 with Hurley. This is for now. For now, Hurley will look to go from half. They can't waste too much time here. Fuzz from half, on to Hurley. Hurley back to Fuzz. Play on's the call, out to the winger, in the corner with 22. Unfortunately, we don't have that name, but they draw it up with the buzzer sounding in the background. It draws the game to 3-3. Quite a good entertaining game there between the Southern Rebels and the Sydney Mets. And that will be the end of the round games for them young girls, and we'll start to move on to the semi-finals very shortly. We've got one more round game coming between the Hunter Hornets, and the West Southwest under 14 girls game, and then we'll head into the crunch time of the tournament. We'll be back very shortly.